I've been snoozing. Got my hair all messed up. Not that it was ever looking pretty before. In Romania now, I think. Pretty sure. Crossed the border sometime at like 3 a.m. last night. Tell you what, the people on this train, particularly not the people you're with in your little bunk rooms, but the frickin' workers don't let you sleep. I had a guy come by like every hour and a half, every hour to check my ticket. The dude had already checked my ticket once. Why did he need to check it 4, 5, 6 times? It makes no sense to me. And then you get your passport checked like 3 times. And I got a stamp twice. Once on the Romanian side, once on the Hungarian side. But yeah, we're in Romania for sure. Maybe an hour, hour and a half till I get to the old train station in Sighisoara. But yeah, sometimes I would come up in a little village I might. But right now, it looks like I'm in the northwest of America. So far in this part of Romania, at least, maybe it's all of Romania, but at least this part, everyone I spoke to, no one speaks English. So Google Translate's not working either, but one lady had Google Translate on her phone, and we managed to actually ask her where the best place to get some food was that was cheap, and she said underneath the CITADEL there's a square. She pointed this general direction. So there's the CITADEL. Well, there's a bunch of shops. One of them is Chinese. So maybe that's the square she was talking. Well, one of the squares maybe. I don't know. But I came from that direction. I just walked and walked and walked because this is the direction she pointed. But I still haven't seen any food shops yet. So maybe it's a wild goose chase, but I'm on it. I never found anything that was either open or reasonably priced, unless I went to like a supermarket, which I'm looking more for a place to just sit down and chill, considering my internet's not working, and I don't even know where the hell my hostel is. So at this point, I decided I'm just gonna try make my way up to the CITADEL and see what the hell they got going on up there. But look at
That's what we came for. That right there is what we came for. Romania. Well, the countryside is obviously very poor and underdeveloped, and definitely a place you really wouldn't ever want to go visit. But a place that's got a citadel in the middle of it, now that's a tourist attraction. So it's gonna have a lot of money coming and going. It's gonna keep it up. Plus it's got all this old architecture that's worth seeing. After finally getting to my hostel, I met my hostel mate. Just look at that. And we finally went out and got something to eat. I got this some form of a goulash, and she got this vegetable soup because she's a vegetarian. What a horrible way to have to live your life. And then from there, we went out, walked around a bit, and then I went to the wayside and found myself some footage to get. And one of the first things you'll notice about getting into Sighisoara is the clock tower. And the clock tower is kind of like the main focus of Sighisoara. And then as you walk around, there'll always be views of the lower city, as long as you get near the edge of the citadel. At least on the side of the clock tower, that's for sure is true. What you're seeing right now is kind of like the main walkway up into the citadel, and it's the one that's going to go underneath the clock tower. But the colors are just phenomenal. Just this honestly made me feel like I was in a Disney film. Something you would see like in Encanto, where there just colors are everywhere. And it was just, some of them don't even look real. But to be honest with you, this is all real. The colors were just out of this world, amazing. And of course there's a couple churches in the place. There's the main church that you're going to see by the clock tower. And then once you get away from the clock tower, yeah, this is still that main church by the clock tower. Also, just one more thing I forgot to mention is that this is the location that Vlad the Impaler, commonly known as Dracula, was born. There's a restaurant here that you can go into that is back where he was born. I don't know how honestly true it is, but that's the truth. Another thing is that there's animals everywhere in this place. There's cats, there's dogs, and that's one thing you're gonna find true about Romania is they're gonna have a lot of dog problems, like wild dogs. Like growing up, there's a lot of people I knew that was afraid of dogs, and I always thought that was ridiculous. Well, if they're afraid of dogs, they don't need to come to Romania because they actually do have wild dogs. But people take care of them. People feed these wild animals. But they can get, from what I understand, into packs, which can be kind of dangerous sometimes. But most of the time when you see dogs, they're going to be tied up in someone's backyard, and if they're not, they're the wild dogs. They're not tied up. They're definitely the wild dogs, because people keep their pets more on leashes in Romania. As far as I'm concerned, when I say leashes, I mean on chains or ropes in the backyard or in the front yard. But a lot of cats too. You'll notice a lot of cats. Cats were everywhere. Like here's another cat. Definitely another cat. And that was just one of many cats. But yeah, this is the pretty much. There's another dog. This is the pretty much what Sighisoara is. It's beautiful color town, and I was like one of just a couple foreigner tourists. Most of your tourists at this point in history were going to be actually Romanians.